Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniel. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Looking for a crease, it's Harris. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They go to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. and gets set, first down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Notre Dame 14, Georgia 0.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's loose. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Notre Dame 14, Georgia 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Makes the grab down the middle. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. He wants to throw it. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On the option. The pitch. Still running up for 40. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB.
Oh, boy.
And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Direct snap. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll immediately call timeout. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can get.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is
and that's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Goes to the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Try to get it on the ground. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dinky.
Ran through the... Just keeps moving. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Notre Dame, 24, Georgia, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Marked it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. On the ground, it's Harris. Ripping through the defense. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation